Hello, and welcome to the Delivery Indicator Report. In an effort to improve our internal customer care, we've created this presentation as a training resource. Thank you for joining. The first items that you should be paying attention to on the DoubleClick report that comes to your inbox each and every day should be the advertiser and line item columns. Under column A, or advertiser, you will see several different things. The first being the DTI account name followed by the DTI account number. There will be a line item for each and every ad that's booked for your customer. Under column C, you'll notice several different things for each individual ad. This happens to be the way the ad is named within DoubleClick, or the booking name. The first thing you should pay attention to under the line item in column C is the left-hand number and letter. This actually corresponds with the ad site that this is running on. These examples happen to be running on the Greeley Tribune. You should notice your corresponding publication as the first number and letters in this line item. The second numbers and letters that you should pay attention to, following the first comma, are the section that you're running your ad on. The first line item you'll notice is running on a run of site. You'll also see some other letters such as HP, as homepage, as an example. The third column, or third comma, that you should pay attention to, it happens to be what type of ad this is. The first line item is an example of a big box. The third line item happens to be LB for leaderboard. You will also notice several other letter combinations such as HB for half banner, HP for half page, PB for peel back, PD for push down, as well as SS for search sponsor. When going through the rest of the report, if you scroll over to the right on the report that you receive every day, you'll start to see other things such as run dates, goal quantity, as well as a delivery indicator. As far as the things that are most important on this page, the first one you should pay attention to happen to be the start date and stop date of your ad. Unfortunately, the way that this report is written, coming from DoubleClick, column G and column I are quite confusing. You can ignore these two columns as the order start date and order end date are not the columns you should watch. You should actually refer to column H for your line item start date as the actual start date of your ad. Column J for the line item and end date is the actual stop date of your ad. These examples you are looking at happen to be ads running from August through September of 2012. The next column to pay attention to closely happens to be column K, or the goal quantity. This actually shows several different things. You'll notice that the first several rows actually include thousands, and these are impressions. So the way that you sell your ad based on the number of impressions and you provide to ad services and ad assistant, or you actually enter into DTI, this information is then fed into DoubleClick and displayed on your report. This is something that you should match up with each and every ad on your report to make sure they are entered correctly. You'll also notice that the bottom arrow is pointing to several rows with the number 1 in them. These ads happen to be sold as share of voice. Because these ads are not sold using impressions, they will show the actual number of slots sold to our customers. These happen to have purchased one slot on a specific page, so therefore they're only showing one. Possibly the most important row or column of this report happens to be column O, the delivery indicator. This is actually the percentage of the goal your ad is delivering each and every day. You'll notice that the top row shows a 1. This is a perfect ad in our world, as it's actually displaying 100% of our goal quantity. The ad below that shows an ad at 90% of what we've told our customers we would provide them with. While this is also a great number, it's not what we'd like to see our customers getting. Anything that is above a 1.0 is at 100%. Anything below that, such as the second row of 90% or the third row of 87%, should be addressed to try and get that fixed so that we can actually deliver the full 100% to our customer. The bottom arrow is actually pointing to several rows that include a pound num. You should notice that these also match up with the goal quantities of 1. These are our share of voice ads, and due to the fact that they're not sold based on impressions, but rather slots, there will be no delivery indicator percentage for you to go on. Let's talk a little bit about what needs to happen when you're reading this report if something should jump out at you. The first thing is, what do you do when an ad is missing from your report? First, check the status of the ad in DTI. If the status is DC complete or DoubleClick complete, send an email to swiftdoubleclick@swiftcom.com. If the status is not DC complete, check with the ad services, your assistant, or within DTI if you have access to find out where your ad is within the workflow. What do you do when an ad is underperforming based on the delivery indicator column? Send an email to swiftdoubleclick@swiftcom.com along with the DTI ad number to see if adjustments can be made to force the ad to perform better. Who should you contact when you have trafficking issues? Send an email to swiftdoubleclick@swiftcom.com along with the DTI ad number to make any changes to the trafficking of your ad. If there are any questions or concerns regarding this report, they can be directed to Jack Shelton at jshelton@swiftcom.com. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this presentation.